Alrighty, the survey findings. So the fire detection system requirements, so smoke detectors, fire detection systems, batteries not installed, something along the fire detection system not working, so battery backups, those along those systems. Also the zone marking, it'd be surprising how many times we get that marked down, is that the zones were not marked on the fire detection system. Really easy, low-hanging fruit, something to get taken care of. Next is the alarms and monitoring. So inoperable gauges at the machinery location, RPM gauges, cooling water, temperatures, your lube oil pressure, hydraulic steering fluid pressure, those alarms and monitoring systems, either A, not in place or not functioning. I will say in most cases at this point, they're installed because that's supposed to have happened, already. But in most cases, they are installed, just not functioning. We do occasionally see some that aren't installed, particularly RPM gauges on generators is probably more of a common one that we see occur. Number 8, the hatches and other openings. So watertight doors, watertight hatches, the marking, the operation, and the seals. If you have dogs, they have to operate freely and be able to be used, can't be seized up, they have to be maintained. The gaskets have to be proper. Obviously, no wastage as well. Number 7, there's the marking of the watertight doors, watertight hatches. Life buoys, or life rings as a lot of people call them, either inoperable, lanyards not attached or not attached properly, missing the vessel's name, or the vessel's name is deteriorated where it needs to be replaced. There again, that's a relatively easy one to handle before you get your survey avoidable, I think. Guards in dangerous places, missing guards from rotating machinery. So shafts, pump shafts, those types of things. First aid equipment, no first aid equipment on board or items expired. It's more often that there are items expired than not equipment on board. So remember that when you're doing your routine inspections on board your vessel, as according to however you have it in your TSMS, to have people look at those first aid kits, because sometimes there are things in there that expire, and then decide, what you're going to do from there. Whether you're going to, some people replace the whole kit, and some people replace just the individual items. But however you want to work that, that's fine. Just make sure you don't have expired items in your first aid kit. Readiness and testing. This is the essential systems, general alarm, fire detection system. All of those, those weekly testing and all that has to happen as well. There's some monthly, and I'll talk a little bit more about the monthly here in a presentation I got coming up just in a few minutes. Shipboard lighting, again, insufficient lighting in the living areas or inoperable lighting in the living areas, workspaces, guards missing. And then the number 1 is the electrical systems general, which is kind of a catch-all for all types of electrical type of system, but you can see the extra descriptives there. But there, as you would imagine, open breaker boxes, wires not in proper junction boxes, those types of things. There's some labeling that we see that pretty common as well. Breaker boxes not labeled or mislabeled or partially labeled. And those are the survey findings.